Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Do you feel like you can never get ahead financially, no matter how hard you work? You're not alone. In fact, 8 out of 10 Americans struggle with their finances. But it doesn't have to be this way. With the right knowledge and skills, you can take control of your finances and build the life you've always wanted. That's why I'm here today to talk to you about financial literacy, the 5 rules that every adult must follow in order to transform their finances. But before we dive into those rules, let me tell you a little bit about my own journey with money. I graduated college with a degree in engineering and $125,000 in student loan debt. And if that wasn't bad enough, I immediately went out and bought a brand new car. I wasn't very good with money, to say the least. I spent without thinking, and before I knew it, I was in over my head with debt. It seemed impossible to dig myself out. But then I had a realization: I couldn't just ignore my financial problems and hope they went away. I needed to make a change. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done, but over the course of 4 years, I was able to pay off every single one of my debts, including that car payment. And today, I want to share with you the lessons I learned along the way. So here's the question we're going to answer today: how can you take control of your finances and build a better future for yourself? Here are 5 rules that every adult must follow that I learned the hard way and am teaching you here so you may have it easier than I did. Rule 1. Make a budget and stick to it. I used to be one of those people who just spent money as it came in, never really thinking about where it was going. I was living paycheck to paycheck and constantly stressed about money. It wasn't until I sat down and actually made a budget that I realized how much I was wasting on unnecessary expenses. I learned to prioritize my spending and make sure that my money was going towards things that mattered to me. It was a difficult process, but it was worth it. Now, I have a budget that I stick to, and it has given me so much peace of mind. Rule 2. Save for the future. When I was younger, I was all about living in the present and not thinking about the future. I thought that saving money was boring and unnecessary. But as I got older and started thinking more about my goals and my long-term financial stability, I realized the importance of saving. I started putting a small amount of money aside every month, and it has made a huge difference. Not only do I have a safety net in case of any unexpected expenses, but I also have the ability to pursue my goals and dreams because I have the financial resources to do so. Rule 3. Invest wisely. I used to think that investing was too risky and complicated for someone like me. But as I learned more about it, I realized that investing can actually be a great way to grow your wealth over time. I started by educating myself on the different types of investments and the potential risks and rewards of each. I also made sure to diversify my portfolio and not put all my eggs in one basket. It hasn't always been easy, but by taking the time to understand and make informed decisions about my investments, I have been able to see my wealth grow in a way that I never thought possible. Rule 4. Protect yourself with insurance. I used to think that insurance was just an added expense that I didn't need. But then I had a medical emergency and ended up with a huge bill that I couldn't afford. It was a wake-up call for me. I realized that insurance is an important way to protect myself and my loved ones from financial hardship in the face of unexpected events. I now make sure to have the right insurance coverage for my needs, and it has given me peace of mind knowing that I am financially protected. Rule 5. Learn about money and personal finance. I learned the hard way that ignorance about money and personal finance can be costly. I remember the time I graduated from college and landed my first job. I was so excited to finally be making my own money, and I couldn't wait to start spending it. I bought a brand new car, a fancy TV, and a ton of clothes and gadgets. I had no idea about budgeting or saving, and I ended up racking up a lot of credit card debt. It wasn't until I found myself struggling to make ends meet and constantly worrying about how I was going to pay off my debts that I realized I needed to learn more about money and personal finance. I started to learn about budgeting, saving, investing, and dealing with debt by reading books and taking online classes. It was a slow process, but eventually I was able to pay off all my debts and start building a healthy financial foundation for myself. The lesson I learned was that financial literacy is not just about having money, it's about understanding how to manage it and make it work for you. So, if you want to be financially confident and in control of your financial future, you need to make a commitment to learning about money and personal finance. It may not be the most exciting or glamorous topic, but it's an essential skill that will pay off in the long run. So, make the time to educate yourself, and you'll be on your way to financial success. I remember when I was younger, I always thought that money just magically appeared in my bank account. I didn't understand the importance of budgeting, saving, or investing. I was living paycheck to paycheck and constantly worrying about how I was going to pay my bills. One day, I hit rock bottom. I had maxed out my credit cards and was drowning in debt. I realized that I needed to make a change. That's when I started learning about money and personal finance. I read books, listened to podcasts, and sought out financial advisors. It was a long and difficult journey, but it was worth it. Now, I'm proud to say that I'm debt-free and have a solid financial plan in place. I can't stress enough how important it is to educate yourself on these topics. Don't make the same mistakes I did. Take control of your finances and learn about money and personal finance. You'll thank yourself in the long run. So, there you have it, the 5 rules every adult must follow for financial literacy. Follow these rules, and you'll be well on your way to financial freedom, financial confidence, and overall financial success. Don't forget to check out our other videos on this topic, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date. Thank you for watching.